Now, our next category will be action games. Action games are actually one or maybe the most popular categories of all time. My number 10 action game is Castlevania. Castlevania was a dark game. Obviously, it was about a guy with a whip, whipping Draculas, werewolves, and so on. Great concept though. Come on, we don't live in always in a beautiful world. There are Draculas and there are werewolves, and man, did I love that game. At number 9 in action games, the title is Contra. Some of you have no idea what I'm talking about, but Contra was maybe one of the best two-player games back in my days. When that game came out, my friends were like, come to my house, I've got Contra. I was like, okay, what's Contra? Once I got there, I ate supper there, I slept over 2 days in a row, I ate breakfast the next morning until the parents had to kick me out. That game was the bomb. Now we all know, At number 8, the title is Rainbow Six. Rainbow Six was a great action game. It was actually first-person shooter with a redefined engine where you were able to sneak yourself towards the enemy. Believe it or not, subcontractors were renting out their skills online to people to get them better, teaching them to be able to become the best Rainbow Six player. That's gaming. Now, at number 7 in action games, I chose Spider-Man. Spider-Man equals action altogether, obviously. Now, at number 6, I chose True Crimes. Now, True Crimes had 2 titles. A recent one called True Crime Streets of New York, and the previous one which was True Crime Streets of LA. True Crime is a copycat of the Grand Theft Auto. The difference is that the map for True Crime is unbelievably big. Not only that, but it is alley per alley, street per street, exact to the dot. Meaning, if you're an LA resident or New York resident and you played any of those titles, chances are you can take a car, you can take the character, jump into the car, and you know what? End up in front of your house. Now, isn't that amazing? At number 5, we have, in our action games, we have Wolfenstein 3D. Now, this was not the most favorite game of everybody because it was one of the first games that included brutal violence, but really brutal violence. But it was the first of many to come. That game sold on to God knows how much because it actually revolutionized the gaming industry. Actually, it was based on the Germans, and turned out to be aliens in the end, but it made out for a great game. Now, isn't that amazing?